Alrighty, well, since I'm out here, I'll go ahead and do a garden update. All the lettuce is looking real good. Tons of weeds. Onions are doing pretty good. I don't know if I said onions down there. I meant lettuce if I said onions. I've got a squash right here that came up super late for some reason. And then I've got one right here that looks like it's doing pretty good. And then I've got a bunch of weeds. Alright, so then we've got a squash right there, and then a squash right there, and one right there. Oh no, we've got tons here. Wait, that's not squash. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the squash over here. So then on this side, let's see, it would be, oh, okra. Yeah, that's right, okra. So the okra that I went ahead and replanted, most of it came up, so we should have a decent amount of okra. And then once again, our crap is overrun with weeds. Anyway, we've got our carrots coming up real good. And then our sweet banana peppers, they're looking a little weird, but not all of them. Well, I guess that's the only one that looks a little weird like that, so that's good. Let's see, what do we got here? Green peppers. Being out here just left alone by itself in the wilderness kind of lets them get eat up a little bit by bugs, but really not too bad. I mean, most of them are pretty much untouched, so. And then our tomatoes, I got to go ahead and put up that other fence for these. But they're all getting flowers on them, so they should start having little maters on them before long. And then our pole beans, some of them didn't come up through here, but from about this point on, they're all pretty good. They're starting to go up the fence there. These down here aren't really big enough to start climbing yet. A couple of them are. It's hard to get it to focus on the wire and not the ground behind, but anyway, there's that. Corn's doing pretty good, other than all the weeds. Sunflowers are about chin high now. Our cucumbers are grabbing onto the fence there and working their way up. So they've all pretty much taken to the fence. So that's good. They're looking real good and healthy. A couple of them even have a flower on them. These sunflowers up here are about the biggest. Alright, well, that's about it for the garden. Everything's doing pretty good despite the weeds. I'll just tackle it the best I can. I know everybody's been kind of on me about it, and I get it. I mean, it's not like I think that it's okay or anything like that. It's just I really, you know, there's just not a whole lot that I can do about it. I mean, just shy of getting down in the dirt and just picking them one by one, you know, for 2 or 3 days in a row. And then doing that at least once a month, you know, it's not really much I can do. So I'm not gonna, you know, go out and get $110 worth of straw to cover this up, and, you know, good luck gathering leaves up in that crap. I don't remember it growing up like that last year. It must really be popping up because of all the rain or something, because last year it wasn't that thick up in there that I know of. Of course, it was September by the time we started coming out here, so maybe it was, I don't know. But it is what it is, and it'll do what it'll do, so hopefully there's enough organic material and stuff in here to go ahead and feed them for a while. Like I've said many times before, this spot was untouched for 25 or 30 years, and before that, all it was a yard. It was just mowed. You know, the leaves fell where they fell, and I mean, as you can see, there's all kinds of trees just right overhead, so. And I've even taken down a bunch of trees. So anyway, I think there should be enough material in here. I mean, you can see little pieces of leaf and sticks and just all kinds of stuff. I think it should be okay. And a lot of my stuff that I really care about, you know, the cucumbers and tomatoes and pole beans are the 3 things that I care about making it. Because those are the things I like to eat the most. So all of those things pretty much grow upward, and I understand they still, you know, fight for nutrients and things, but really this dirt should have enough stuff in it to keep them going. I'm not really trying to make excuses for the weeds. It's just, you know, I can only do what I can do. I mean, I don't really know what to do about it other than just, you know, go up through the middles and till, and then try to dig out the rows the best I can. But all in all, I think she's doing pretty good. I mean, maybe some of you more experienced gardeners can let me know how it's looking, but I've done a garden 3 years now, and this one seems to be doing pretty good. A lot better than the one last year. The one last year I lost 2 or 3 tomato plants. This year I didn't lose any. They're all looking good. And you know, last year I only had 5 or 6 cucumber plants. This year I think I've got 11. So we should be in the pickles. And then on the pole beans, I'm not going to freeze any of these. I don't like crunchy green beans, you know. Some people, you know, I understand if you cook them, it loses some nutrients and things like that. But you know what? I mean, I'd rather, you know, cook them and have them soft just like they are out of the store-bought cans, and actually be able to eat them rather than them being crunchy and me just refusing to eat them. Because I just won't eat them, you know. So, I mean, it's got more nutrients in it than if I didn't eat it at all. And all we do to the green beans is just snap them up into like 1-inch long pieces, rinse them off, fill quart jars, canning jars with them, put boiling water in it, and then put the lid and ring on and pressure cook it for 25 minutes at 10 pounds. And that's it. That's all you have to do, and it makes them soft, just like the green beans out of the can, but a lot more flavor. So, you know, if anybody was scared of growing green beans because they're, you know, crunchy and stuff, you know, stuff like that. When people make fresh green beans, usually they're all crunchy, and I personally don't care for that. So pressure canning them is a good way to go ahead and not only store them long term, but make them edible, in my opinion. Anyway, there's the garden update.